Okay, so here's my video update and what you should be expecting from a Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 after using it for about 3 months. Let's go ahead and jump in. First things first, nothing. You should not be expecting anything drastic happening between the time you buy and 3 months later. The tablet itself is performing wonderfully. I absolutely love this tablet. Obviously the expectation is that it would be a better tablet compared to that of last year, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8, which by the way, I very much liked. Samsung definitely went up a notch with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 here. And of course, the newer generation chipset here, the current flagship chipset by Qualcomm, does such a fantastic job with this tablet, so much so that to me, this is the best tablet available. And I'm talking across all platforms. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 is the most well-balanced tablet that exists in the tech market, period, right? It comes with that level of power. It's very powerful, but at the same time, the tablet itself follows a system that is so flexible that even if you're not a tech person, you can still tap into all of the power that the device has to offer. Now that said, I don't deny that the iPad Pro has a little bit more horsepower than this, but for the vast majority of people, they do not tap into that horsepower at all, right? The iPad Pro is made, it's a very focused tablet. It's made for people who will be, using GPU heavy types of projects, specifically things like video editing. In those cases, for example, the iPad Pro would excel. If you were to ask me, I'm looking for the best tablet that money can buy for video editing only. Which one should I buy? I will tell you without hesitating, go buy the iPad Pro. That said, if you're looking for a tablet for anything else, buy the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 here, simply because it is the best tablet at everything else. And I'm talking true productivity. The Tab S9 is built for true productivity. Let's take Samsung DeX, for example. To those of you not familiar, Samsung DeX is simply a program or software, whatever you want to call it, that turns your tablet, at least the interface of your tablet there, into a desktop. So you're able to use your tablet as if you were using a desktop. It looks like a desktop. It has, all of the icons, and you can toggle in between the multitude of windows without any issue whatsoever. It is the most efficient and the most well-integrated program of its nature in a tablet. I mean, you will find other programs like that with, Lenovo, for example, where you could do a couple of things, even with iPad, with iPad OS, you can find a way to do a little bit of multitasking. None of them comes close to what Samsung DeX, has to offer with the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 or S8 or, S7 FE, S9 FE and all that good stuff. And I'm saying this to those of you who are not familiar. I know many of you are already familiar with this. It's already better at multitasking in tablet mode than any other tablet out there. So without even bringing in, Samsung DeX. And as we are moving along with this video, if you are currently in the market for a flagship tablet, make sure to check out the link that I'm going to have in the description there. That's going to take you to the best deal available. Now that it is the holiday season, you may be able to pick it up at a very good price. If you have something to trade in for this tablet here, you can actually get up to $700 off, depending on which one you buy. Anyways, I digress. Going back to what this tablet has been like, at least the user experience, top level performance. That Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is so efficient when it comes down to even just battery. We have a new, vapor chamber here, meaning the tablet stays cool. It does not get warm at all. The chipset here is really good at managing heat and managing, just resources as a whole. When you first start using the tablet, your battery life is going to be out of whack at first because it's learning your habits, and then of course it adapts to the way you use your tablet, and then from that point on, battery life is fantastic. I anticipate that's going to be the case for a very long time. So bottom line, anything that you're doing that's related to productivity, this thing's just going to knock it out the park. So whether we're talking heavy gaming, PUBG Mobile, for example, you can use that and have the settings at the highest. You'll be able to enjoy that without any lag. It plays very well here. Call of Duty Mobile plays well, Asphalt 9, all of the heavy games, you'll be able to play that with no issues whatsoever. Of course, the mid-level to light games, of course, you'll be able to do that with no issues. Using it as a day-to-day tablet has been excellent. Navigating the internet, going through content, checking your emails, all of that good stuff has been really good. Video calling, we know that's a thing, right? Nowadays, that's all we do. Whether we're talking professional video calling, maybe with work, or, chatting with grandma or your friends, using the ultra wide camera that we have there so that everyone fits within the frame. So that user experience also has been good. Picture quality itself of the calls are really good. Less noisy on the back, of course. You do have a camera as well. It works very well for a tablet, right? Good for scanning documents, even taking some pictures. If we're talking entertainment, it's been a fantastic device for entertainment. So watching movies has been out of this world. The display here is a dynamic AMOLED display. It does support high refresh rate at up to 120 Hertz. Scrolling through content, like I mentioned earlier about content consumption, you will be enjoying that user experience because everything is going to be so smooth. Same with watching movies, right? Watching movies, playing games, right? Entertainment is top notch here. And as I mentioned, dynamic AMOLED display, very high level of resolution here, very densely packed pixels, meaning that picture quality is going to be very, very sharp. And of course, colors are super vibrant. If you are at all familiar with OLED displays, then you will know that it is super vibrant here. So very enjoyable for watching movies and all other entertainment type of content. Now switching over to the S Pen, which is of course the stylus that does come with the tablet here. It works extremely well. Personally, I prefer S Pens over other styluses out there. I personally think they make the best stylus for tablets. That's just my personal take. Maybe it's because of the user experience that is offered by this stylus here. It's a soft touch. You have rubber at the tip there as opposed to plastic with other styluses that you have out there where when you're taking down notes, it has that tapping sound. This one is a very quiet. You can actually turn on the sound if you want to feel like you're actually writing, and it feels like I'm actually writing on paper. So taking down notes has been excellent on here. On top of that, it is an active pencil, meaning if it's not charged up, you could definitely use the pen and have access to a ton of features. The drag and drop, the drawing, the, copying and pasting, translating, all of those features you will have available with this pen. On top of that, because it's an active pencil, you do have access to air gestures. It has a little button here. You can use that as a shutter for the camera or as a remote. If you're doing presentation, you can use that as a remote. You can use this, to play music. You can use it for a number of air gestures. But anyways, that's as far as the S Pen goes. I'm just going to tell you that as far as the update goes, nothing new really. If we want to compare today to the first week when I bought the tablet, it's definitely a better tablet. Obviously, I mentioned earlier that, the tablet takes the time to learn your habits and, adapts to that. I think Samsung did a fantastic job with everything that it added here. Anywhere from the dynamic AMOLED display to the to water and dust resistant, to obviously the newer generation chipset, right? The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 there, to a number of other things that it added here. Samsung really did an excellent job implementing all of those things into this little bad boy here, making it the best tablet available. So if you are in the market for this, I would say don't hesitate. If you have something to trade in, that would actually be better. If you want to go ahead and trade something, then you could get up to $700, I believe. Trade-in credit if you have another tablet, or if you want to buy another tablet and trade that in so that you can pick up this guy. Like I mentioned, I'm going to have the links in the description. Make sure to hit the link to see what the current price is and what the trade-in value is. As I mentioned, it should be up to $700, depending on which one you buy and depending on what you are trading in. Let me know what any questions you may have in the comment section. I'm going to catch you in the comment section. Make sure to share this video also if you haven't done so already. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like if you haven't done so as well. I'm going to catch you in the next video. Up until that next video, of course, as always, stay safe out there.